Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Risen 3. So, I mean, clearly I'm back on Tyrannus now, because I left a few things behind here before, and I just kind of forgot about. Well, you see, I've got a bit of new armor here. I have a new helmet. I also put on some new boots. I didn't really bother with pants, but, and also, quite substantially, I have a new sword. For you see, and it actually has that's interesting, it actually has its own light source, which I did not really catch on. So that's pretty cool. I like that they did that. I mean, it's obviously very minimal, it doesn't have a whole lot of use, but the fact that they actually took that level of detail is kind of cool. So, it turns out whatever weapon I was intending to make with this chisel that I was stressing out so much over, whatever prerequisite weapon it had, I have apparently sold it. And so I can't make that anymore unless I happen to come across another one. But I made this one in the meantime, and it's quite a bit better than the shadow sword I was using, which was 20 to 40, I think. So this is 30 to 55. I don't think I can sell this. I feel like it doesn't turn up in my merchant inventory. So, what else did I leave behind here? I left some quests behind. I know I have to take the ship. I have to finish Dueling Magnus as well. And I think this quest too. We have to search for some treasure. The gourmet, that's one that we're going to have to jump around other islands for, so. Advancing among the Guardians. Defeat the golem on the beach. Yeah, I guess we can continue doing that. But I think first things first, we should try and fight Magnus again. He kicked our ass mostly because of his whatever spell he was able to throw into the mix. Which is a spell I really want.
Well, that wasn't your best idea. I think you need some more combat training, soldier.
Let's go again.
I hope this time you'll be worth the effort. Draw your weapon. I'm not messing about.
Neither am I, my friend.
You fight!
Oh, I see what you're trying to do there.
Come on!
Well, I accidentally double tapped there.
You fight!
No, sir. Ha ha ha!
I'm impressed!
Bam, stab.
I'm impressed!
Ha! Didn't even touch me that time, you sack of shit. Get your ass up.
Congratulations. You've just defeated the strongest fighter in the camp. Well done,
Yeah, I don't
soldier.
think that's true now that I'm out.
Great commander someday.
Do I get a medal or something?
You'll get a medal when you've proved that you can run a camp like this one for a year. But I'll admit, you're a strong fighter. Here, take this instead. It should help you on your path. I'm just glad you're on our side. Keep it up, soldier.
No problem. Alright. The other thing we have to do
What's for eating?
The other thing we have to do is we have to get the ship. So. Yeah, Edward. I started my Demon Hunter playthrough on Twitch, and I did link it. I did make a video announcing that before. But just in case you guys missed the second one and weren't aware that it is still saved on Twitch, I'll link that in the description here if you want to see that. I'm not really going to continue with that too soon, because I'm going to get a little carried away with the story, I think. So I'm going to be delicate about that. I'll probably start the Voodoo Pirate playthrough before I continue with the Demon Hunters.
Right. From now on, I will be leading the galley of the mages.
But...
No buts. The orders come from the very top.
Well, fine. But don't let her get a single scratch or we'll be in for it.
Stop worrying. I'm a seaman.
If you say so. An order's an order.
I like how he doesn't need any proof. The Magnificent Seven, what is that? At least 7 crew members. Well, who's my 7th crew member? Is that you?
What happens if the mages need our help?
They'll let us know.
But if we're out at sea, how are they supposed to reach us?
Telepathy?
They'll find a way.
Whatever you say.
Trust me, we got more important things to do. Once they get that reactor up and running, they'll be sitting pretty. So I'm guessing he is a crew member. Oh. What? I just have 3 random cadets now? That means there's only 4 left who are actual characters. For all I know, they could end up generic people as well. Alright, well, has everyone moved aboard my ship now? All my other crew members. Wonder if Bones is going to give up his sloop. He seems to have an affinity for it. So someone said you can get below decks once you have command of this ship. How is that done? Why'd it get so dark? I still gotta figure out this quest with the whole sneaking about the harbor. So is that ship just gonna stay there now? Doesn't look like anyone's aboard it. No, they still are. Probably have to tell them to move over, or maybe they'll board once we set sail again. And now we can get Jafar, though.
Impressive. I never thought someone like you would command such a ship.
Well, in which case we're lucky that you were wrong, aren't we?
Our biggest battle is still ahead of us. Let's hope this ship of yours survives it.
Let us hope.
I see. So this is your life, is it?
You talking about being at sea?
Well, not just that. Your fight against evil and so forth.
Well, I don't have much choice.
You're lucky to have such good brothers in arms.
Well, let's wait and see what Sebastiano thinks about you being here.
Yeah. I think we'll be hearing from him again soon.
A dark shadow is moving through the waters somewhere off the coast. They say it was bigger than a ship.
The Kraken?
What could it be?
I don't know, but I'm afraid it'll be too late to ask questions when it attacks. So be careful and prepare to be ambushed when you set sail.
Okay, so that's that. I know that there is a seafaring combat segment. At least one segment. Possibly more, and the other ones may be optional. Oops, goddamn, I'm falling back to Gothic 3 while I'm playing this. I was trying to use Q to turn the camera. What's next? Yeah, we have to find the huts. The mine huts. He gave me one of the prisms that will enable me to look into the astral world to one of the mine supervisors. Mine huts in the northeast of the island. So, somewhere up in this direction? Where I never actually looked. Or I've never been to before. Up here, maybe? I don't really like to use this if I can avoid it, but I just need some guidance. Oh? You know what? It's a good thing I did. Because as usual, there seems to have been some mistranslation here. It says northeast. This is clearly to the northwest. And unfortunately that happens a lot with Piranha Bytes games. I'm not really sure why. But there have been many occasions in the Gothic games where a character said east when he really meant west or something like that. And so I would end up going and getting lost in the wrong direction. So this is just that hut we found before, which seemed to be empty. But the hint I get is that something will be revealed with astral vision, and we are going to kill whatever the hell is snoring around here because it's pissing me off. What? Well, I guess I would have killed that. You know, we never really explored this forest. Might do that before we really finish up here. And I think we can kill the Shadow Lord. We're probably strong enough now. It sounds like that mine down there is in operation again. So far, this astral vision has not proven too useful. We're here. And he said that the prism stone was supposed to help us. Ah! Learned vision of gold. This should be under... What would it be under? Cunning? Magic? I don't get it. Where the hell is it? Okay, is that then? Is this the only hut? I guess we just return to him now? That's confusing. Alright, what do you got to tell me? I guess that's
I
that.
found your prism.
Well done. Give it to me.
How about a reward?
So, the honor of working for the mages no longer suffices.
Don't put
Well,
food in my belly.
What do you want to have?
How about a prism?
I thought you might say that. I have no further use for mine. Keep it. But don't think I'm always this easily persuaded.
Sure.
Am I ready to be promoted to Guardian?
Let me think. You beat me in a fight. That proves you're strong. You still haven't done enough for us to deserve promotion. Keep making yourself useful around the camp. Maybe you'll be ready someday.
So I guess I gotta help some more people. There is apparently a golem I need to kill for the sake of Mauricio. Something. You're probably not interested in throwing knives right now, are you?
What?
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 What? Well, that's pretty funny. Anyone up for some arm wrestling, perhaps?
Again.
You're welcome. I'm not sure what time of day anyone wants to arm wrestle. But we already beat that guy down there in the drinking contest.
Zakir doesn't care.
Yeah. Jafar!
My ship is anchored in the harbor.
Okie dokie, Captain. I know your crew. I want to be with you when you set sail.
Sweet. And apparently we got another achievement. Complete 300 quests. Wonderful. That's a lot of quests. But granted, a lot of the quests in this game can be completed, with a couple clicks.
Another amateur in the camp.
Have I not met you?
Or the ugliest dock whore I've ever seen.
You have no idea who you're messing with.
Well, explain it to me then.
I am the son of the legendary pirate Captain Steelbeard.
That's enough. I can stop this little game now.
Game? What game?
Information. That's what I was after. I provoked you, and you revealed something about yourself, my naive friend.
Clever girl.
Alright, I got it.
So it seems. You didn't allow yourself to be misled a second time. I think you've learned enough for today.
Man, this guy is a right bastard, isn't he?
Why have you sided with the Guardians?
Well, for one thing, you can convince yourself that it's safe here. But the real reason is that you get a roof over your head and a meal on the table.
You don't sound very convinced.
I don't care how important extracting the crystals may be. I'm not going to work in some bloody mine. So my motto is, keep your head down, and you'll have a good life here.
Sounds comfortable enough.
Why does someone like you need that information?
Isn't that obvious? Information is valuable. It can sometimes determine the course of entire wars. Keep your ears open, and you can pocket a lot of gold.
So, you're rich.
I wouldn't be for long if I told you that. Never peddle the fruits of your labours. Old street wisdom.
Alright. You are rich. What sort of information do you have to offer?
Since you don't perform guard duty, and you don't manage our stock lists, I don't have much for you. Of course, those robe-wearing bureaucrats have something to offer, but I'm sure you would have figured that out yourself. No. I've got another offer for you. Fork out some gold, and I'll teach you a few tricks.
What do I need to know about the camp?
You don't expect a lecture from me, do you?
No.
Good. Because you'll figure most of it out for yourself, anyway. What I can recommend is that you take a look in the back room of the tavern now and then. Occasionally, you'll meet someone there you can challenge to a drinking contest.
I'm unbeatable in a drinking contest.
You're not the first to make that claim. Most
Well,
of them
I've beaten
wake
one
up
out of
with their
one.
heads in the water barrel. If you really want to prove that you can hold your liquor, there's only one way. As soon as you find someone standing in the back room of the tavern with a bottle in his hand, challenge him to a drinking contest. And may the stronger liver win.
It looks like we're comrades now.
Well, who would have thought it? Just got into the camp and you're already up to your neck in it. And I may even have a little something for a comrade like you.
Oh.
A spell that will open complicated locks in a jiffy. But it doesn't come free of charge, of course.
This magic you talk about.
Yes?
What are these magic crystals actually made of?
Well, crystal, of course.
Ah.
Your point being?
Oh, forget it. What can you teach me?
What would you like to know?
Monkey Trainer Dr. Liquid Courage. I don't think we're ever really going to use that, but that
I'm not good
I don't have
yet.
enough toughness for. You could easily get it, though. Is that worth it? I think it is.
What
would you...
Just a little bit of extra
Why not?
HP. Couldn't hurt, certainly not. So, who gave us a quest for the stealing the magician's crystals? Not you.
Is there a problem?
You're a problem. I believe the fellow was just kind of strolling about. But he might be asleep or in the tavern now. I don't think I'm not really gonna invest much more in melee now.
What?
Polished boots. Improves intimidate. That's it. So these actually... Yeah, that's not too expensive for them either. Although, they're the exact same fucking thing. That is so confusing.
What?
Well, I just wasted my money there. If only they had like a sell back kind of thing. But nope. I just lost 120 gold. So be it. Well, I guess I have a quest log, so I can find that out. Now, I figure you guys might be interested in helping me resolve a dilemma. Basically, as it stands, you can tell my computer's not really cutting it anymore. As far as new titles go, I can't really seem to play most of them at anywhere decent settings. You know, I'm getting 20 frames a second right now on this, and that's, you know, in the best of times. Sometimes I'm getting close to 30, but basically, I considered investing in a desktop PC, building one under guidance from my brother, who is kind of a smart guy about those things, considering he works on computers for a living. And the problem with that is, when I finish my class, hey, you're playing the same game as me. When I finish my class in basically by the end of the year, the job I'm most likely going to end up with will require me to be traveling. I'll be on the road a lot. And as such, having a desktop PC is not really beneficial to me, because I won't have access to it. I can't just bring it with me and set it up in hotels every week. That's just more trouble than it's worth. So, I'm going to have to drop on a laptop. I actually considered getting a PS4 instead, which is somewhat more portable than a PC desktop. But, at the same time, this laptop of mine right now is starting to fall apart. The screen is cracking, like on the frame, whatever you really called it. It's very cheap. I'm having problems with its battery. I mean, I have it plugged in almost all the time, so its battery life has gotten quite short. But it has trouble starting up sometimes. It's gotten quite a bit slower, and to be honest, it really didn't impress me to begin with. It was not what I felt like I paid for. And, you know, it's only gotten worse, and it's starting to get really cluttered. I could reformat it and just get rid of everything and start from scratch, but I don't really want to do that. So, I'm probably going to look into a new laptop, which is going to cost me more than I care to pay. But as long as I keep to certain budget restrictions, I think I'll be okay. And I'm looking... I tried to look up a lot of things. I never really got anything that made me more confident in what I could drop that kind of money on. But Asus laptops seem to be a good option. And if anyone disagrees, please let me know. But if you know anything about... If anyone knows anything about Asus laptops and can tell me that it would actually be worthwhile, or if it's not worthwhile, just, I don't know, I would really appreciate any information I could get, although in the end it's probably likely to just get me more confused than ever. I need a laptop that can play games of the modern day, and I need it to be able to be conducive for making these videos further. This is really not cutting it anymore. If I'm not using Fraps or any kind of recording software, this game can run 25 to 30 frames in this kind of area, but because I have Fraps on, it drops it substantially. And everyone likes to say that, oh, Bandicam or DX3 work a lot better. They don't hog your system as much and don't slow down the game as much. But in my experience, that difference is negligible on my system, because it's such a piece of shit to begin with. So all of those, both those programs seem to slow it down as much as Fraps does. And the only two things that I can use without a severe performance drop are my Hauppauge capture card, or a Hauppauge DVR. What was it called? HD PVR? Something. But the problem with that is hooking it up to my laptop means I can't actually hear anything while I'm playing. So that's a huge detriment to me, especially in games like this where I'm playing it for the first time. And the other option is using OBS, Open Broadcaster Software, which is what I use to stream on Twitch. But setting that up is a really finicky business, and it results in worse video quality overall, even though it does maintain the same frame rate that I get when I'm not recording. But apart from that, I don't have faith that my computer is going to last too much longer at its current, its current state of health. So I'd like to get a new one anyway, especially one that just renders videos faster, can record at higher quality, because my computer at a 16 by 10 resolution, 1650 by 1080, or 1680 by 1050, something like that. I can't go up to 1080p resolution, so I have to record at 720p in order to maintain the aspect ratio that YouTube uses. And no, there's just too much crap I have to deal with, and all these people snoring are pissing me off, so I'm gonna sleep until morning. So yeah, if anyone could tell me, just educate me on some of the best options as far as laptops go. All these beds are available. Well, hey, I never noticed this back here. Alright, well, down there is the golem we need to fight, I think. Stanley's chest.
It's useless without the right key.
Well, I have to find the right key, don't I? Yeah, just help me figure out what laptop is actually worth the money. Because I understand, like, there's no laptop PC that will ever be worth as much as a desktop. And people are saying, like, some people have told me a laptop...
What was that?
You have a problem?
You're not thinking of stealing anything here, are you?
No, I'm thinking of sleeping here and going back to the Shadow World. So yeah, people have told me that any laptop under $2,000 is not even worth it. I can't really be sure that that's true, but even those laptops are not as good as a desktop PC would be. So that just seems like more trouble than it's worth to even drop that kind of money, and I feel like even a $1,200 or $1,300 PC or laptop is probably tolerable. It might not be quite as good as huge $2,000, $2,500 ones, but it's almost like in those cases I'm paying an extra $500, like 30% of the the cost of other laptops to only get like a 5% performance boost. And I can tolerate playing like 1080p at 50 frames a second. I don't need 4K resolutions at 120 frames a second. I don't need that. Like, I'm willing to step up slowly because I've been playing on shitty PCs my whole life. So if anyone can help me there, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, very greatly.
I'm watching you, mate.
Where the hell did you all come from?
Who's there?
I'm here.
What are you doing in here?
Powder kegs. I never actually used these before. Am I low on bullets? I can't remember. I feel like I don't have any more. So I could buy bullets at 2 gold apiece, or I could buy some knives from somebody. I think we'll stick with bullets. Gordon does have... What the fuck are you two doing? Gordon does have...
I joined your faction.
So, I hope you know that great responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. You'll
Of course
need
it
to make
does.
a contribution just like all the others. And now I think about it, you came at just the right time.
Have I?
So, what's to be done?
I see you're bursting with enthusiasm. This forge is in need of raw materials. I'm not talking about the usual stuff, no, I'm referring to pure iron ore. If you're serious about the Guardians, then you'll bring me the delivery.
Where can I find pure iron?
You have to go to Calador.
There's 3 of
Visit
you
a
there. Where the
blacksmith
hell
who
did the
works
third
for
guy
demon
come from?
hunters, and you'll find what we need.
I'll get you the pure iron.
Good. I won't forget. Take this gold. You won't get the stuff for free. But don't
Hey,
even
thanks.
think about doing a runner, as you'll regret it.
Will I?
Let's
I think he does have better pants. I just kind of ignored them. Resist magic, because that's all it is. I don't think that's really worth it to me. Of course, I did sell him all the adventurous stuff, which I just felt like was too powerful to just have from the start of the game. So I was willing to just drop those. I don't need the bandana anymore. So what the hell are all these guys doing? 1 cadet, 2 cadet, 3 cadet. So you're all just cadets. You're nobody who actually mains anything. But they are very interested in me. The only other sword I can make right now is the pirate's knife, but I don't have enough she shells to make those. Yeah. Well, I never actually slept, did I? Well, Gordon's coming back out at least. So maybe I can use his bed.
What was that?
It was me.
You're not thinking of stealing anything here, are you?
There's nothing here worth stealing. Alright. So, what else do we have to do? We have to go ore shipment. So I guess we have to do that before we can advance again. And this shit is hot. I guess we'll take care of the golem first.